Hi, good morning, everyone. We're here with Clean Slate People, and I'm very, very excited to introduce Mr. Stanford Fraser. He is not only running for the at-large position on the county council, but he has come from quite a pedigree of impressive background. He graduated from Howard University with honors. He attended Harvard Law School. He has a long record of supporting citizens who are at risk or who are in circumstances where they need extra defense or extra support. He has clerked for the Honorable Judge McDonald in the Maryland Court of Appeals. He's helped write law. As a public defender, he's tried over 100 criminal cases, and he has testified in Annapolis on bills, including legislation of warrants, drug possession, body cameras for police officers, and many other things. And today, which I think is just such an exciting topic, he's going to be talking about the issue of first responders and what is a really effective way for us to look at the issue of providing emergency, that is 911 services. And so Fraser, thank you very much for being with us today. And would you like to just tell us, what are your thoughts on this issue?
Yeah. Well, first, Kate, thank you for having me today. And one of my big thoughts is that across the country, we're seeing this new model to kind of supplement the usual first responders. So we have like maybe police officers, we have obviously ambulances, and we have maybe firefighters. And there's this new public health first responder model because, and I know this from my experience as a public defender, so many calls for service can be, this person's outside, shirtless and screaming. But sometimes when you respond, it's, yeah, that person's working out and they're just having a really intense workout, right? They're jogging and they're trying to self-motivate. We have a person here, we call him Running Man, right? But all right, go on with your day, right? But then sometimes that person shirtless is maybe someone having a mental health episode, or even someone is maybe experiencing an overdose. But what these other cities have done, I think a great example would be the Denver STAR program. They started off with 2 people in a van. And what they've literally come to responders and say, hey, let's get you calmed down. Let's get you med compliant. If you're not on healthcare, we have a social worker that's gonna help sign you up for Medicaid, right? And then maybe the other person's a paramedic that can help someone prevent an overdose. I think one example was they were called to, a woman, there was a public nudity call, right? And they found out a woman who was homeless. So she was changing in the alley because she didn't have a home to change, right? And that's just an example of there's people that have needs and services in our community, and we don't always need to send, our police officers there. And that saves our police officers to respond to events, right, that actually endanger the public safety. So we can better coordinate that type of resources, but also we can now coordinate people that need a social worker, right, need mental health, right, need those type of services. I think, so Denver started their program in the middle of 2020, and after 18 months and 3,000 calls, they started off with a pilot program. It was about $200,000 for one van. So Prince George's County also has one van. We call it a mobile crisis unit here. We only have one. But think about it, we're almost 1 million people, like 920,000 approximately, according to the last census. So one van is not enough. And if you've ever tried to get from, Adelphi to Upper Marlboro on the Beltway at 5 p.m., you know that one van can't serve you. So one of the things we want to expand is, so Denver just expanded theirs to, now they have 12 people working in 6 vans. And in their most recent budget, they said it's about $4 million, right? But with that, they think they can get up to maybe 10,000 calls of service a year that they can support. So, Prince George's County, we have like 9 districts. So my hope, right, in my terms, to get up to maybe 9, at least have one mobile crisis unit in each police district, right? So when those police officers get calls for service, they say, all right, send the van, just in case it's a jogger, or just in case it's a homeless person that doesn't have a place to change, they can provide them services, right? And I think it's just a model to supplement the first responders that we have, but it's also a better use of our resources.